order to complete the program at Edna House and follow all recommendations. You left on February 27th. You've been gone ever since. You
And there it
understand
is, the moment the judge realizes she's been missing for months. Think about it. Probation is basically the final warning, and she just vanished. Audience, what would you say if you were the judge right now?
Gone ever since. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Tomaszek, what does she want to do?
Thank you, Your Honor. I had a chance to speak with Ms. Talbert. She would like to admit to the probation violation today.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your plea to the violation?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Where the hell you been?
I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I've been running the streets.
Why?
Not doing what I'm supposed to do because
Why not?
I wasn't ready to do everything.
Well, when are you ready? I mean, why don't we set a calendar that gives you the schedule? You can tell me when you're ready. Sometime in 26, 27, 28?
This is peak judge sarcasm, and honestly, well-deserved. When a judge starts offering you a choose-your-year-of-return calendar, you know the patience meter is at 0.
7/28, would you like to, you want me to let you out on bond so you can run the streets, and then you can come back when you're ready?
No, sir.
Okay, now. You got four assaults as a juvenile, a bunch of probation violations.
Yes, sir.
You got a harassment with a bodily substance in Trumbull County. In December of 21, when you were 20 years old, you get sent to NeoCap. You bolt out the door at NeoCap. You were sent to NeoCap by Judge Logan after you didn't show up a bunch of times for probation.
Yes, sir.
You bolt out the door at NeoCap. So I put you on probation. Where was the first place you went?
To a CBCF in Lorraine County.
And you left that place. How long were you at that place?
Not that long, Your Honor.
Why did you leave?
I believe I got into some trouble. I think I got dishonorably discharged.
Why?
I think I got into it with one of the females there.
Why?
Because, well, I don't want to blame it on her. I have to put some of it on myself as well. But she threw mulch, and I reacted to it in a way that I shouldn't have. I should have been more adult, and I should have walked away, and I didn't, and I chose not to. So that caused them to dishonorably discharge me.
And you left.
This part is huge legally. Being removed from a treatment program for fighting isn't just a bad look. It's a direct violation that screams to the court, I can't follow structure. And trust me, judges never forget a pattern.
And you left Edna House. Why?
I left Edna House because, honestly, I wasn't ready to stop getting high.
Why didn't you tell me that back in February so I could just send you to prison? Then you can go to prison and get all the meth you want and get high.
Because that's not what I want. I don't want to go to prison, and I don't want to get high anymore.
Okay. You have a funny way of showing it. What's this burglary all about?
They tried to say that I broke into my sister's house, but my sister gave me permission. That's why the charges got dropped. My sister's the one that has my daughter. They The neighbors said that they seen somebody breaking into her house, but I wasn't breaking into her house because she gave me permission. And that's why she didn't pursue with the charges. And they got dropped. I had went to my sister's house to see my daughter.
This is one of those classic courtroom clashes. What the neighbors think happened versus what actually happened. Charges dropped doesn't mean it never happened. It means they couldn't prove intent. And in burglary cases, intent is everything.
One of the things that has been related to me is that you resent having to listen to other people tell you what to do. Is that right?
I resent other people telling me what to do. No, I have an issue. I had an issue with authority.
With
And,
what?
Like, not authority, but like, I just, like, I wasn't used to having a schedule, having a set schedule, or
Why not?
because you can't be used to something you've never had.
Well, how can you get used to it if you never implement one?
Well, I wasn't.
When are you going to do that?
I started the day that I got arrested from Trumbull County.
When?
On the 15th.
We.
And I honestly, before the 15th, I wasn't ready to stop using drugs. And
Why not?
because I wasn't happy.
What is the great benefit that you've gotten from using drugs such that you want to keep doing it? What's the benefit?
I don't know. I wanted to escape it. I don't know. I wanted to escape from the reality of life in some type of way, and that was my escape.
So I've never done methamphetamine. So when you're under the influence of it, does that eventually wear off?
It's just like, for me, it was just like, at first, I was using opiates because I didn't want to be up. But then I started having bad nightmares. So then I didn't want to go to sleep. I didn't know which was worse, my life or my dreams.
Okay. So
This is the heartbreaking turning point. When defendants finally admit the addiction isn't about thrill, it's about escape. And the judge knows it. Watch how he switches from harsh to brutally honest. He's trying to force a self-realization.
So that's what you weren't, so that whole thing, you weren't ready to give that up.
No, I wasn't ready to accept myself, Your Honor.
Okay. So what benefit did that provide to you?
Nothing. It just took and it took and it took and it took. It took everything.
Okay, now, wasn't that the purpose of going into treatment? To try to figure this stuff out, to stop using the drugs, to figure out why you were using the drugs, and to get yourself in a position where you're not listening to people tell you what you have to do every waking moment?
Sir.
Wasn't that the point of it?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't want to do that.
No, sir. I wasn't ready, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Honest to God, people tell me they weren't ready. I don't have the foggiest idea what that means.
It means I wasn't ready to accept myself. I wasn't ready to accept the fact that you were willing to fight for me when I wasn't willing to fight for myself. I wasn't willing to accept the help that other people were willing to give me. I wasn't ready for that. I had to be ready to save myself before I could let you save me, or I could let the people
I don't save anybody. I don't save anybody. All I do is impose conditions on people that may or may not help them help themselves. I've never saved a person. I don't have the ability to save a person. I don't have the power to save a person.
I have to want to save myself, Your Honor.
So there's really nothing I can do for you. Because you haven't listened to a goddamn thing I've said. So the only good thing about today is I ain't sentencing you today. Otherwise, you would be on a really tight schedule in a place that you never want to go. You know, this stuff about you, I mean, your past is your past. And it wasn't very pleasant, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And there's nothing you can do to change what happened, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can do one of two things. How old are you now?
I'm 23, Your Honor.
23. You can either spend the next several decades coming into places like this and talking about how bad it was in the past and it's hopeless, you can't do anything about it, or you can do something about it. I can't do a thing about it. So you're 23 with 2 felonies.
This is the
And-
judge's final warning, the movie trailer moment. 2 paths, decades of courtrooms, or actually turning her life around at just 23. What would you choose? Drop your answer below. I'm curious who thinks she'll make the right call.
And the fact that you're a soft-spoken person who tries to elicit sympathy doesn't work very well. So knock off the shit, okay? Listen to Ms. Tomazik, and then maybe you won't go to prison. Got it?
Yes, sir.